Hi there. Once again, this is Leif Gregerson, bit of a philosopher poet, bit of this, bit of that, philosopher pilot. Uh, worked on a worked on a pilot's license out in BC and didn't pass the medical. Came back to Alberta, trying to make a go of the writing game. It's definitely nowhere near as easy as I thought it would be. I want to read a poem today about Ulysses, Odysseus, of the great. They call it the Homeric poem, but when I read it, it seemed like more of a novel by a man named Homer, who didn't live in Springfield. He lived in Greece, and he told the story of Odysseus in the Iliad and the Odyssey. Sorry, I just had to fix something there. He told the story about Odysseus in the Iliad and the Odyssey, and Helen of Troy, and the Cyclops, and a lot of the great myths that we have today. And while I was taking this this book in school, we were shown a video of a man who tried to retrace the steps of Odysseus throughout the Mediterranean. And it left me with the impression of whether he really was real or really wasn't real. And because 90% of the story was all about um, mythical gods and goddesses and different muses and all that, and Mount Olympus and Zeus, um, it sort of left me with a magical kind of a sense of ancient Greek literature. So here it goes. I'm going to read the poem Ulysses by Alfred Lord Tennyson, a poet I can almost call my favorite poet, if not for Dylan Thomas. But Tennyson kind of writes in a simpler language, without mincing words. He sort of gets out Tennyson sort of gets out the message, and he rhymes well. It's almost too metrical, but it's beautiful poetry to me, and I thought I would share it with you, my YouTube viewers. Here we go. Ulysses. It little profits that an idle king, by this still hearth among these barren crags, matched with an aged wife I meet and dole unequal laws unto a savage race, that hoard and sleep and feed and know not me. I cannot rest from travel, I will drink life to the lees. At times, all times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that love me and alone, on shore, and when through scudding drifts a rainy Hyades vexed the dim sea. I am become a name, for always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments, myself not least, but honored of them all, and drunk delight of battle with my peers, far on ringing plains of windy Troy. I am a part of all that I have met, yet all experience is an arch wherethrough gleams that untravelled world, whose margin fades forever and forever when I move. How dull it is to pause, to make an end, to rust unburnished, not to shine in use, as though to breathe were life, life piled on life, were all too little, and of one to me little remains, but every hour is saved from that eternal silence, something more, a bringer of new things, and vile it were, for some 3 suns to store and hoard myself, and this grey spirit yearning in desire, to follow knowledge like a sinking star, beyond the utmost bound of human thought. This is my son, mine own Telemachus, to whom I leave the sceptre and the isle, well loved of me, discerning to fulfill this labor by slow prudence, to make mild a rugged people, and through soft degrees subdue them to the useful and the good. Most blameless is he, centered in the sphere of common duties, decent not to fail in offices of tenderness, and pay meet adoration to my household gods. When I am gone, he works his work, I mine. There lies the port, the vessel puffs her sail. There gloom the dark broad seas, my mariners, souls that have toiled and wrought and fought with me, that ever with a frolic welcome took the thunder and the sunshine, and opposed free hearts, free foreheads. You and I are old, Old age hath yet, by his honour and his toil, death closes all, but something ere the end, some work of noble note, may yet be done, not unbecoming men that strive with gods. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks, the long day wanes, the slow moon climbs, the deep moans around with many voices. Come, my friends, 'tis not too late to seek a newer world. Push off, and sitting well in order, smite the sounding furrows, for my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset and the bask of all the western stars until I die. It may be that the gulfs will wash us down. It may be we shall touch happy isles, and see the great Achilles whom we knew. Though much is taken, much abides, and though we are now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, one equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield.